I am always pleased when I find a consumer electronic company that really gets it. Several years ago, we evaluated the Oppo 83 for use as a drive for a new media player. We found some serious audio playback problems, fatal flaws. We made a list of everything we would need to be fixed and gave it to the engineers at Oppo. They said they could not tackle such a big job, so we waited. When the Oppo 93 came out, we immediately tested it and found every one of the old problems corrected. That made it the perfect place to begin with our media transport. We take the Oppo drive and video board unmodified, provide some vibration control, and attach the video processor to our excellent heat sinks, but leave the user interface alone so the customer can take advantage of the Oppo firmware updates without delay, and should a drive failure occur, a replacement will be readily available. But that is all we use of the original player. The universal media transport is powered by our external power supply, and we've incorporated our high-performance export technology in the MSB audio processing. All audio formats are output bit perfect at full resolution, even for SACD. This is not a cheesy conversion to PCM, but an exact translation to 176.4 kHz 32-bit, which provides full SACD resolution. Now, the basic transport is a stereo transport, and we will restrict ourselves to discussing it. The multi-channel version will be along later. The two-channel version is offered in 3 modes. The first mode is for use with an MSB DAC. In this case, the outputs are bit perfect and jitter-free. Upsampling is done in the DAC. The second mode is for use with a non-MSB DAC. In this case, upsampling to 192 is provided. This will give the best possible sound on another DAC. The third case is the movie mode. It is just like the MSB mode, except the reclocking is turned off for 48K sources, so that movies can be watched without the audio delay associated with our reclocking. This is a one-time setup with a switch on the back panel. The MSB transport is very much like 4 players in one. It will play a whole range of media formats from 4 different sources. Of course, it will play practically every format of disc, including SACD, DVD audio, Blu-ray, CD, and the high-resolution formats like HRX. You can also browse and play off a USB memory stick or from an external hard drive. You put the music on the drive using a computer and arrange it in folders as desired. Then just plug it in, browse, and play. It's as easy as that. Finally, you can play music from a computer network with our network player. Just as with the fixed drives, you can browse any shared music on your network and play it. So, for example, if you have shared iTunes playlists, they are immediately available to play here, and they will play at their native resolution, bit perfect, no matter how bad the computer audio settings have been messed up. This disconnect from the computer is the big advantage of the network player. Now, the MSB transport provides all the normal digital outputs, optical, 2 coax, balanced, as well as our MSB network, which is capable of 32-bit transfers, where the others are limited to 24-bit. There is also an MSB network input, allowing another transport, such as the data CD4, to be passed through when the media transport is not being used. And video, of course, the 1080p video is fantastic, with the latest video processing and 2 HDMI outputs. Now, just to be clear, this is a transport, not a player, which means it needs an outboard DAC for audio. And what does that do for audio quality? Even the lowest cost outboard DAC will do a much better job than the DACs found in consumer players. And with an MSB DAC, the quality is fantastic. I am always asked how this product compares to our data CD4 transport for playing CDs. On my first listen, I thought they sounded the same. It is that good. But when we sat down with a stack of CDs, the data CD is still the best CD player, especially with older or worn CDs. Its careful, multiple reads still produce the best possible playback, and its 32-bit, 384 kHz capability cannot be beat.